we'll be talking about text formatting in your Minisite, Mighty Minisite template. Now, as you can see, we've applied some CSS rules within Mighty Minisite, and you can simply use this normal text that you normally use in building a web page, and your text will look nicely. Okay, now this is the demo.php, and over here it's the sidebar HTML. Now, here's what I recommend that you do. This is where you can start uh, having your content. Okay, right after your content starts here. Okay, so the first thing that we have is the headline, the heading text. Okay, that would be the H1, the H2, and the H3. Now, you can try and do this with your own Mighty Minisite, and you can see how this looks like. Okay, so I'm putting a H1, a H2, and a H3. Whoops. This is heading 1. This is heading 2. This is heading 3. Save that, and let's see how that looks like in the browser. Okay, it was this one just now. There you go. And we have, this is the heading 1, this is heading 2, and this is heading 3. Now, how do I normally use that? I will normally use that with where heading 1 is the main headline, where and H2 I will use that as normal subheaders where it separates a paragraph from another paragraph, and H3 I would use it as immediately after the H1. Okay, in this example you will see how I've used this. So this is heading 1, and this is the text header. Well, we can remove that. Let me do that for now. Okay, why don't we just put that in comment to the end of the line. Okay. Okay, so this is heading 1 and this is heading 2. No, I mean this is heading 1, this is heading 3, and here's where we use heading 2. Okay. Now, other things that you can use is the paragraph. It's a P with a closing P. This is a normal paragraph, and save that, and back here you can see how that looks like. Okay, we've formatted that with the right size and the right font, and it will look beautiful when you use it as normal body copy like here. Okay, next we have the block quotes. Okay, as you can see, that was I'm gonna copy this, and we can put a block quote around it. Okay, and close that. Okay, why don't I change the text here? Block quote way up here, and you will see this is how it will look like. Okay, beautifully wrapped around a box. Okay, with some background image inside it. You can also put in more content in there. So I'm copying that and save. So we have 2 lines of text, and it will look like that. Okay, and next we have the listing. Okay, listing is where we will use, oops, I'm sorry. UL is stands for unordered list. Oops. Okay, and in between we can always use the li for a list item. Okay, so this is one, copying and pasting that over, 2 and 3. Okay, let's take a look at that. Okay, beautifully done with beautifully formatted with a square bullet. Okay, and we can change that into an unordered list. Simply change that to OL instead of UL and save, and you will get something like this instead. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Now, here's something extra that you can do with the UL. Okay, what you can do, you can add a little class there and put in yes, and you will get a list that looks like this. Okay, it has that light green background with a tag on the left as bullets. Or maybe you want to do a no list. Okay, save that and refresh, and now you get another type of list where you get a crosses as bullets item. Okay, next we have the Johnson box. The Johnson box is kind of like similar to the block quote. Okay, this is the Johnson box. Misspelled that. Okay, but the Johnson box works with a H4. So here's a H4, and then what you need to do is wrap it around a div and close that. But here you put in a class equals to module, because normally we would use this to list out the content of a certain module depending on the info product that you're selling. So here's your Johnson box. And lastly we have the footer. Okay, this is your footer content. The footer needs to be in the footer area, and that is way down here where you would find something that says ID footer. Okay, this is the listing your links for the footer links. You can ignore that. So this is where you start to put in your own footer content. You just you use the normal paragraph tag. This is my footer content, and you will get some text like this. It will be automatically centralized, and if you have something longer, maybe I can just copy that. Okay, we can put a paragraph there and just paste that in, save it, you'll get something like this. Okay, which is not really that nice. So what you can do is just add in a little class there, class equals to just. Okay, refresh. Oh, I'm sorry, hold on. Oh, that's not the one. This is our text. Okay, save it. Okay, here we go. So you would get some text like that.